Today on my show of what I'm going to talk about on my show today is I'm going to do a movie review of what I just watched today. I'm going to do a 1980 film review of the movie Somewhere in Time. So the movie stars Christopher Reeves. You might have recognized him as Superman in the DC movie, but this time Christopher Reeves plays Richard in this movie, and the movie is also based on a book by Richard Matheson. So his novel was first called Bedtime Return, but they changed it to a different title, is just called Somewhere in Time. So the movie came out in 1980, and it's a movie by Universal. And my opinion review of what I thought about this movie is I think Christopher Reeves and all the cast did an amazing job playing in this movie. And I also want to make this special tribute for people who were a big fan of Christopher Reeves after he died back in 2004. And yes, he was best known for playing Superman. So yeah. And the movie is a drama, fantasy, and romance. And for me, I think I have seen this movie before, but I don't remember of how many times I seen it, but I rewatched it again. And I think in my other opinion that I think this movie reminds me like a time traveling romance film of how Christopher Reeve's character, like how his character Richard time travels back in 1912 because he's in love with Eliza McKenna, played by Jane Seymour. I think she did an amazing job playing her performance. And I just want to let everyone know is would I highly recommend watching this time traveling romance film? Well, if anyone likes time traveling and romantic movies together, or if you're just a huge fan of classic films in general, well, I would easily highly recommend it that you should check out and watch this classic film from the early 80s is Somewhere in Time. If anyone has not ever seen it before, or if it just been a long time since you've seen the movie back in 1980. And again, if anyone seen it before, that's awesome. Or if anyone has not ever seen this movie yet, well, you should probably just give it a chance to watch it sometimes. And And I just want to let everyone, know again, so this movie is now 39 years old, and this movie came out, before I was born. And don't worry, I won't spoil the rest of the detail or plot. That I'll just keep it a surprise for people. Yeah. And before I go, I also want to make this episode today for people who remembers watching this 1980 Universal film somewhere in time before at the theaters, VHS, DVD, or on Blu-ray. And also for people who remembers reading the book Big Time Return. And that's all for my show today. And make sure to comment below is what are your thoughts and opinion of what did you think of this 1980 film Somewhere in Time, and why? Did you enjoy it? Did you thought it was okay? Or was this not your kind of classic film? But again, just tell me why. Then don't forget to subscribe and click like on the bottom below if anyone enjoyed my episode today. And that's all for my show today, and see you next time.